What if I told you that the average $5 to $10 million B2B company is losing over $1 million annually by targeting the wrong prospects? Here's a shocking statistics. Research shows that companies implementing ICP-driven approaches experience dramatically shortened sales cycles by up to 37%, while simultaneously increasing closing ratios by as much as 2.4 times. Think about what that could mean for your business. If you are currently closing 20% of your deals after an 80-day sales cycle, you could be closing 48% of those deals in just 50 days with the right targeting approach. I'm Tony Koenig, and after working with dozens of $5 to $10 million companies, I've developed a framework that transformed targeting in just 7 days. And today, I'm sharing the exact system that's generated millions in additional revenue for my clients. This isn't theory. This is a battle-tested process that's working right now in 2025. Let me ask you something. Does any of this sound familiar? Your sales team is working harder than ever, but growth has plateaued. You've invested in lead generation, but most leads go nowhere. You think they suck. Your CRM is filled with prospects, but closing deals feels like pulling teeth. Your sales cycle drags on for months, while competitors seem to close deals in weeks. If you're nodding your head, you are not alone. I see this exact pattern with almost every $5 to $10 million company I work with. The problem isn't your product. It's not your sales team, and it's certainly not a lack of effort. The real problem is targeting. When I audit sales processes at companies like your size, I consistently find 3 critical targeting mistakes. First, generic ICPs that lack specificity. Most companies define their target market as a mid-sized business in these 10 industries. That's not an ICP, it's a wish list. Let me show you what I mean. Most B2B companies in the 5 to 10 million range defines ICPs as that are frustratingly vague, like mid-market companies with 100 to 500 employees experiencing growth challenges, or financial services firms with legacy systems seeking digital transformation. That could be anybody. I mean, these broad profiles fail to identify genuine pain points, specific decision-maker roles, or true buying triggers, resulting in wasted sales efforts and extended cycles. Sales teams end up chasing any company that remotely fits the general description, rather than focusing on prospects with the highest conversion potential. You know, this ICP could apply to thousands of companies, most of which will never buy from you. It's too broad to be useful and leads to wasted effort. The second thing, ignoring technographic and intent signals. Your best prospects are already showing buying signals through their technographically or through their technology choices and online behavior. For example, when a company in your target market starts using complementary technology, or their executive team begins researching solutions like yours, these are golden opportunities. But most sales teams miss these critical indicators entirely. Let me show you an example. You know, they fail to notice when targeted accounts add Salesforce but need your integration tool, when prospects, CTOs, visit your pricing page 3 times in a week, or when potential customers suddenly invest in an adjacent system that works perfectly with your solution. You need to know this. These are golden prospects. And then third, treating all prospects equally. Big mistake. When I review how sales teams allocate their time, I discover they're giving equal attention to every lead that comes in. The result, your team wastes precious time on prospects who will never convert while neglecting those ready to buy. Just look at this time allocation chart from one client before we implemented our framework. You know, the problem was 80% of time was spent on prospects with only a 2 to 8% conversion rates. So high value prospects receive only 20% of attention despite 60% conversion potential. This you need to turn around. Now you might be thinking, these three mistakes don't sound that serious. We're still closing deals. So let's talk about what these targeting mistakes are really costing you. Lost revenue opportunity. When your team pursues poor fit prospects, they're not pursuing ideal ones. For a typical $5 to $10 million company, this opportunity cost exceeds $1.2 million annually. Let me break it down into like a math sequence. If your team could focus exclusively on ideal prospects, they could close 2.4 times more deals in 37% less time. For a 7.5 or $7 million company with an average deal size of $50,000, that's an additional $2.8 million in annual revenue. Even if you only capture half that potential, you're still leaving $1.4 million on the table. When you look at extended sales cycles, when you target the wrong prospect, your sales cycle inevitably lengthens as you try to convince companies that aren't ready to buy or aren't a good fit. The average B2B sales cycle for poorly targeted prospects is 83 days. For well-targeted prospects, just 52 days. That's a month of your life back for every deal. Then there's team burnout and turnover. Nothing demoralizes a sales team faster than pursuing prospects who never close. The constant rejection leads to burnout and eventually turnover. The average cost of replacing a B2B sales rep exceeds $115,000 when you factor in the hiring, the training, the lost productivity. So while these targeting mistakes might seem subtle or inconsequential, they're actually costing you millions in lost revenues, months of wasted time, and potentially your best sales talent. So after seeing these patterns repeatedly, I developed a systematic approach that transformed targeting in just 7 days. The results have been remarkable. One $6.2 million SaaS company implemented this framework and identified a niche they previously overlooked. Within 90 days, they closed 3 deals worth $425,000, all from this newly discovered segment. Another client, a $9 million professional services firm, saw their sales cycles shrink from 84 days to just 51 days after implementing this targeting approach. Their close rate jumped from 22% to 53%. The key is having a day-by-day action plan that builds momentum quickly. So here's what a 7-day targeting plan looks like. On day 1, you define your true ICP. Most ICPs are too vague to be useful. On day 1, you'll analyze patterns in your 5 to 10 best customers to identify the specific measurable traits that signals a perfect fit prospects. Unlike generic ICPs, you'll identify at least 5 concrete characteristics that actually predict success. These might include specific tech stack components, business model details, or even particular challenges they are facing. The companies that implement this correctly find their ICP narrows significantly, but their conversion rate soars. On day two, you research the technographics. A technology stack your prospects use reveals critical information about their priorities and challenges. On day two, you'll research 10 target companies to identify technological patterns that indicates readiness for your solution. For instance, a client selling marketing automation discovers that companies using Calendly and HubSpot, but not Marketo, were 4 times more likely to convert than their average prospect. So in day three, identify intent signals. This is a biggie. Your best prospects are already raising their hands. If you know where to look, day three focuses on discovering the specific buying signals that indicate a company is actively seeking solutions like yours. These signals range from content engagement to specific online behaviors. One client found that companies whose leadership team viewed their pricing page 3 times a week had an 82% likelihood of purchasing within 40 days or 30 days. This is the power of intent signals. On day four, you will build your lead scoring system. Not all prospects deserve equal attention. On day four, you'll create a simple but powerful scoring system that objectively prioritizes opportunities. The key is balancing both fit, how well they match your ICP, and interest, the engagement with your company. This creates 4 quadrants of prospects, each requiring a different approach. Then on day five, you set up behavioral triggers. Certain prospects' behaviors demand immediate attention. Day five guides you through identifying and configuring your highest value behavior triggers. For example, when a CEO from a target account views your case studies page and deserves an immediate personalized outreach, not a generic automated email. Then day six, you prioritize your top 10 prospects. Within your new framework in place, day six is about applying it to identify the 10 prospects most likely to convert. You'll score, prioritize, and develop personalized approaches for each one. This is where the rubber meets the road, translating your new targeting insights into a focused list of opportunities. And then day seven, plan your outreach strategy. The final day focus on translating your targeting insights into a concrete outreach plan. This includes channel selection, sequence framework, and personalized messaging for your prospects. No more generic, just checking in emails that go nowhere. Imagine what your sales results will look like if your team focused exclusively on prospects with a 75% likelihood of converting. You could predict which companies were actively seeking solutions like yours. Your outreach resonates because it's addressed specific known challenges. Your sales cycle shortened by weeks or even months. This isn't wishful thinking. You know, the companies I work with regularly achieve these outcomes after implementing the 7-day targeting action plan. Um, at the $5 to $10 million stage, time is your sacred source. Every day your team pursues poorly qualified prospects is the day you're not growing towards your next revenue milestone. That's why I've distilled years of experience into a framework that delivers results in just 1 week. No lengthy implementations, no complex technology, just practical, actionable steps that transform how you identify and pursue opportunities. So I've compiled the entire framework into what I call my 7-day targeting action plan that I'm making available at no cost. Inside, you'll find day-by-day templates, and specific actions that will perform your targeting approach in just 1 week. And I'm sharing this for free. And you can actually get more in my Udemy course, the B2B Sales Masterclass, because I've been where you are. And you might want to know, why am I sharing this for free? Really, because I am and I've been where you are. I remember the frustration of watching my sales team chase leads that went nowhere while our growth stalled. This framework changed everything for my business, and I believe it can do the same for yours. Visit the links in the description, download the 7-day targeting action plan, um, and put it to action, if so. And then there's also the link to the Udemy course that shows you much, much more. And I really recommend you do that. So if you find this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more actionable B2B sales strategies. And if you have questions about implementing this framework in your specific business, drop them in the comments below. I personally respond to every comment. Remember, the difference between struggling at 5 million and thriving at 10 million often comes down to who you're targeting and not how hard you're working. I'll see you in the next video, and keep on scaling.